It has finally come to light that Prince William, the son of King Charles III, who rules the United Kingdom and 14 other Commonwealth states, has shared his thoughts about his father. Known for keeping his personal life private, the prince recently stepped forward to reveal information that has taken the world by surprise. Secrets that had been hidden for far too long are now coming to light. What could have prompted him to speak out at this moment, and what does it mean for the monarchy's future? Join us as we explore the shocking revelation of Prince William breaking his silence regarding King Charles. But first, let's take a look at the early life of the Crown Prince and the role he has played within the royal family. Prince William was born on June 21, 1982, at St. Mary's Hospital in London, as the first child of Charles, Prince of Wales, now King Charles III, and Diana, Princess of Wales. During the reign of his paternal grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, Buckingham Palace officially announced his name as William Arthur Philip Louis. On August 4th, William was christened in the music room of Buckingham Palace by Robert Runcie, the Archbishop of Canterbury, on the 82nd birthday of his great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. William was the first child born to a Prince and Princess of Wales since Prince John, who was born in July 1905 to Prince George and Princess Mary, later King George V and Queen Mary. At just 9 months old, William embarked on his first trip abroad, visiting Australia and New Zealand in 1983. This marked a historic moment, as he became the first royal baby to be taken on an international tour. Prince Harry, William's younger brother, was born in September 1984. The two brothers grew up in Kensington Palace in London and Highgrove House in Gloucestershire. William was affectionately nicknamed Wombat by their mother and Willie by Harry. Diana wanted her sons to experience a more ordinary life outside their royal upbringing, so she took them to places like Walt Disney World, McDonald's, AIDS clinics, and homeless shelters. According to biographer Robert Lacey, William was a rowdy and mischievous child who became more thoughtful and reserved once he started boarding school. By his early teens, Diana referred to him as her little wise old man and relied on him as a confidant. William attended his first public event in 1991, accompanying his parents to Llandaff for St. David's Day. Later that year, he and Harry joined their parents on a formal tour of Canada, returning home with Charles in 1998. William's parents separated in 1996, and his life changed dramatically when Diana tragically died in a car accident in the early hours of August 31, 1997. At the time, 15-year-old William, his 12-year-old brother Harry, and their father were staying at Balmoral Castle. The next morning, Charles broke the heartbreaking news that their mother had passed away. William struggled with the decision to walk behind his mother's coffin during the burial procession. His grandfather, Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, encouraged him, saying, "If you don't walk, I believe you will regret it later. Will you join me on my walk?" At the funeral, William and Harry walked alongside their father, grandfather, and their maternal uncle, Charles Spencer, the 9th Earl Spencer. As the funeral cortege made its way from Kensington Palace to Westminster Abbey, William later recalled being in shock for years after his mother's death. He and Harry inherited the majority of their mother's estate, valued at PS 12.9 million, which had grown to about $10 million each by the time they turned 30. In 2014, the boys inherited their mother's wedding gown, along with many personal treasures, including dresses, diamond tiaras, jewelry, letters, and artworks. They also received the original lyrics and musical score for Candle in the Wind, written by Bernie Taupin and Elton John, which Elton performed at Princess Diana's funeral in 1997. Additionally, it was arranged that Prince William and Prince Harry would each receive PS 4.9 million from trust funds set up by their great-grandmother on their 21st birthdays, followed by PS 8 million more when they turned 40. From his early years at nursery to his time in prestigious schools, Prince William's upbringing was far from ordinary. But how did these experiences shape the man he is today? And what surprising truths has he shared along the way? Stay tuned to discover more about his journey. His educational path began at Jane Minor's nursery school and later at Wetherby School, both located in London. After Ludgrove School near Wokingham, Berkshire, William received private summer tutoring from Rory Stewart. At Ludgrove, he stayed active with basketball, football, swimming, clay pigeon shooting, and cross-country running. When he moved on to Eton College, he studied A-level subjects in geography, biology, and art history, earning an A in geography, a C in biology, and AB in art history. Beyond academics, William thrived in sports. He played water polo and captained both Eton's house football and swimming teams. William's decision to attend Eton broke from the family tradition of enrolling royal children at Gordonstown, the school his grandfather and father attended. However, the choice wasn't entirely unprecedented since Diana's father and brother were both Eton alumni. To protect William's privacy, the royal family struck a deal with the tabloid press, ensuring his education could continue without constant media interference. Prince William is not seen as a hero or an institution, he's just a boy, as John Wakeham, head of the Press Complaints Commission, once put it. In the coming years, he would mature into adulthood, navigating some of the most important and challenging phases of his life. Many of William's weekends were spent at Windsor Castle, where he shared tea with his grandmother, the Queen. These conversations often covered topics like state documents and constitutional duties, preparing him for his future role as king. In June 1991, William was admitted to the Royal Berkshire Hospital after a classmate accidentally hit him in the forehead with a golf club. He underwent surgery at Great Ormond Street Hospital for a depressed skull fracture, which left a permanent scar and attracted significant media attention. Later, in 1999, he broke a finger and had surgery on his left hand. After graduating from Eton, William took a gap year traveling to Africa, working on dairy farms in England, and participating in British Army training exercises. In Belize, William worked on construction projects and taught English for 10 weeks as part of the Raleigh International Program in Tortal, southern Chile. Alongside other teenage volunteers, he lived in shared housing and contributed to household tasks. His fascination with African culture also led him to teach himself Swahili. In 2001, William began studying at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland. Just as at Eton, students were warned not to share personal details about him, and the media agreed to respect his privacy. Initially, he studied art history but later switched to geography. In 2005, he earned an upper second-class honors degree in Geography Master of Arts. His research focused on the Rodrigues coral reefs in the Indian Ocean. While at St. Andrews, William also stayed active in sports. He competed in the 2004 Celtic Nations tournament as a member of the Scottish National University water polo team. While at college, William was known simply as Steve among his classmates to help protect his identity from reporters. His education laid the foundation for a life of responsibility and purpose. But how did these early experiences shape the man he would become? Keep watching as Prince William's journey of service to the nation unfolds. At just 21, William was appointed a Counselor of State, stepping into this role for the first time when the Queen attended the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting during a tour of New Zealand. In July 2005, he carried out his first solo public duties, attending World War II memorials, following in his father's footsteps. At one point, William even expressed interest in becoming Governor General of Australia. In 2009, the Queen created a private office for William and Harry and appointed David Manning as their advisor. Manning accompanied William on his first official tour in January 2010, which included visits to Wellington and Auckland. During the trip, William opened the new Supreme Court building in New Zealand and met with a Maori chief, echoing his mother's memorable tour in 1983. William's 2010 visit to New Zealand was met with large crowds and a warm reception. In March 2011, shortly after the devastating earthquake, he returned to Christchurch to represent the Queen at a memorial service in Hagley Park. Quoting his grandmother, he reflected, "Grieving is the price we pay for love." He also visited flood-affected areas in Queensland and Victoria, Australia, showing his deep empathy during these challenging times. William's military journey began in January 2006 when he enrolled at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst. Committing to a military career required him to complete 44 weeks of officer cadet training, which earned him a commission in the British Army, adopting the title Lieutenant Wales, after his father, the Prince of Wales. In December 2006, he joined the Blues and Royals, following his brother's path. After 5 months of training at Bovington Camp, Dorset, William became a troop leader in an armored reconnaissance unit. Though William expressed a strong desire to serve on the front lines, the Queen approved his participation with caution. However, concerns about the risks involved given his position as second in line to the throne raised doubts about his deployment. Plans to send him to southern Iraq were leaked by the Ministry of Defense, and the government ultimately decided against it, fearing that William's presence would put him and those around him in unnecessary danger. Instead of serving on the front lines, William trained with both the Royal Navy and Royal Air Force, commissioning as a flying officer in the RAF and a sub-lieutenant in the Royal Navy, both ranks equivalent to an Army lieutenant. He joined the RAF on attachment at RAF Cranwell, where after completing his training, his father, who had also earned his wings at Cranwell, presented William with his RAF wings. Following the course, William piloted a C-17 Globemaster to Afghanistan, bringing back the body of Trooper Robert Pearson. He then continued his naval training at Britannia Royal Naval College, completing an accelerated officer course. While serving on HMS Iron Duke, William was part of a high-profile mission in the Atlantic northeast of Barbados, where he participated in a PS-40 million drug bust. In July 2008, he flew in a Lynx helicopter to intercept a speedboat, helping seize 900 kilos of illegal narcotics. In January 2009, William transferred his commission to the Royal Air Force, becoming a flight lieutenant. He began training with the RAF Search and Rescue Force to qualify as a helicopter pilot. His preparation included up to 6 weeks of specialized training with the CSAA Special Boat Service and Special Reconnaissance Regiment. By January 2010, he had graduated from RAF Shawbury's Defense Helicopter Flying School and completed his Sea King search and rescue training at RAF Valley, Anglesey. In September 2010, he officially joined the unit, becoming the first British Royal to reside in Wales since Henry VII. William left his role with the East Anglian Air Ambulance (EUA) in July 2017 to focus on full-time royal duties. His dedication to emergency services continued when, in 2019, he supported a campaign for London's air ambulance charity and was later named its patron. During the COVID-19 pandemic, William offered the charity the use of Kensington Palace's private lawn for recharging between missions in March 2020. That May, he penned a heartfelt letter for Air Ambulance Week 2020, expressing his deep appreciation for air ambulance staff, especially given the immense challenges they faced during the pandemic. Prince William became a patron of the Wales Air Ambulance charity in February 2023. His actions reflect unwavering dedication to serving his country, but what does his journey tell us about the person behind the title? William and Catherine Middleton shared a close friendship before romance blossomed. Their story began in 2001 when they first met as students at the University of St. Andrews. Both lived in St. Salvator's Hall, a student residence. In 2002, Catherine participated in a charity fashion show wearing a sheer lace dress that caught William's eye. During their second year at university, the pair moved in together with 2 other friends. By 2003, their relationship had officially begun. Between 2003 and 2005, they shared a home with 2 others at Balgove House on the Strathroom estate, marking the start of their life together. Even though they briefly separated in 2004, William and Catherine quickly found their way back to each other. Their relationship attracted a lot of attention from the tabloid press, and the media scrutiny became overwhelming. In response, William requested the press to allow Middleton some privacy due to the intense focus on her. In December 2006, Middleton and her family attended William's passing out parade at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst. However, news of their breakup surfaced in April 2007. Just 3 months later, Catherine and her family were seen at the concert for Diana, and reports soon confirmed that William and Catherine had rekindled their romance. By June 2008, she was also present at the Order of the Garter procession at Windsor Castle, where William was honored as a Royal Knight of the Garter. In June 2010, William and Catherine moved to Anglesey, Wales, settling into a cozy cottage on the Borgin estate, where they lived until 2014. They decided to celebrate William's completion of his Royal Air Force helicopter search and rescue training by getting engaged in October 2010. The proposal took place at a secluded alpine chalet on Mount Kenya during a 10-day trip to the Lua Wildlife Conservancy. On November 16th, Clarence House announced their engagement. William gave Catherine his mother's engagement ring, which made the moment even more special. Their wedding took place at Westminster Abbey on April 29, 2011, attracting around 300 million viewers worldwide, with about 26 million people in the United Kingdom watching the ceremony live. After spending $450,000 on renovations, William and Catherine moved into apartment 1A at Kensington Palace in 2013. Before moving to Kensington Palace, William and Catherine lived in Nottingham Cottage in London until 2013. From 2015 to 2017, they resided at Anor Hall, a gift from the Queen located on the Sandringham estate. In 2022, they moved to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor, but Kensington Palace remained their main home until that year. In December 2012, it was announced that Catherine was expecting their first child. She went to the Linda wing of St. Mary's Hospital in London, the same place where Prince William was born, and on July 22, 2013, she gave birth to Prince George. The couple revealed they were expecting their second child in September 2014, and Catherine welcomed Princess Charlotte at the same hospital on May 2, 2015. In September 2017, she announced that they were expecting their third child, and Prince Louis was born on April 23, 2018. William and Catherine are proud owners of two English Cocker Spaniels named Lupo and Orla. On their wedding day in April 2011, William received the honorary titles of Duke of Cambridge and Earl of Strathearn. That summer, the couple visited Canada, where they participated in activities like tree planting and street hockey. Nicholas Wick from BBC News noted their engaging approach, calling the trip a great success. Their friendly conversations and thoughtful actions helped boost their popularity and created a more positive view of the monarchy in Canada. In addition to their Canadian visit, William and Catherine served as Olympic ambassadors during the Queen's Diamond Jubilee celebrations at the 2012 London Summer Olympics. In September 2013, they took a tour of Singapore, Malaysia, Tuvalu, and the Solomon Islands. William's first investiture ceremony at Buckingham Palace occurred in October of the same year. In April 2014, William and Catherine embarked on a royal tour of Australia and New Zealand, bringing along their son George and joined by Prince Harry. Later that year, in August, the couple represented the royal family at Belgium's World War I commemorations. In December, while visiting the nation's capital, they made a stop in New York, where William delivered a speech against illegal wildlife trafficking at the World Bank. In May 2021, William and Catherine toured Scotland, during which William served as Lord High Commissioner to the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland. The couple also attended the G7 summit in Cornwall in June 2021. In March 2022, they celebrated the Queen's Platinum Jubilee by visiting Jamaica, the Bahamas, and Belize. During this tour, public demonstrators raised awareness about reparations for slavery. William emphasized that the trip was an opportunity to honor the Windrush generation and other minorities in Britain who faced racism leading up to the 2022 election. During the unveiling of the National Windrush Monument in London, William's father delivered the Queen's speech on behalf of Elizabeth II at the state opening of Parliament in May 2022, marking William's first appearance as a Councillor of State. Following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II on September 8, 2022, William became king with the coronation of Charles III. The day after, on September 9, his father granted him the title of Prince of Wales. By September 17th, a petition opposing the title had gathered over 30,000 signatures, sparking public debate. A YouGov survey in Wales revealed that while 22% of respondents were against giving William the title, 66% supported it. On October 30th, Synod Louis and Jones noted that an investiture is not required under the Constitution and may not be necessary in modern Wales. According to Kensington Palace, as the firstborn son of the British king, William was given the Duchy of Cornwall, which provides additional wealth. This duchy, established in 1337, allows the eldest son of the monarch to receive private income, which is now valued at nearly PS 1.25 billion. William and Catherine made their first official visit to Wales as the Prince and Princess of Wales on September 27, 2022, where they toured Anglesey and Swansea. In November 2022, William met with Mark Drakeford, the First Minister of Wales. Their first trip to the region as the Duke and Duchess of Cornwall was to Falmouth. In February 2023, during a solo visit to Poland, William met with Polish President Andrzej Duda, British military personnel, and Ukrainian refugees. In October 2023, William and Catherine spoke out against the violence in Israel, which was sparked by Hamas. In February 2024, William visited the British Red Cross offices, where he met with humanitarian aid workers and called for an end to the violence in the Israel-Gaza conflict. Prince William has finally shared some insights about his father, and it has everyone paying attention. Recently, shocking news sent ripples through the UK and beyond. King Charles received a cancer diagnosis on February 5th. Many royal watchers were caught off guard by the sudden announcement regarding the king's health. In a solemn statement, Buckingham Palace disclosed that doctors had discovered a type of cancer during a routine procedure for benign prostate enlargement. The public was left anxious as the statement did not specify the exact type of cancer involved. The royal family was deeply impacted by this news. The Duke of Cambridge, already concerned about his wife Kate Middleton's health issues, expressed gratitude for the public support and shared his genuine worries. This past week has been terrifying, he said, during a luncheon to support London's air ambulance organization. The emotional toll of the diagnosis on him and his family was clearly evident. In heartfelt remarks, Prince William addressed the nation's concerns just 2 days after the announcement regarding his father's health. He spoke at a dinner, breaking his silence during this challenging time. King Charles has been unwaveringly supported by Queen Camilla, who has stepped up to take on additional public responsibilities. Her steadfast presence has provided both emotional comfort and practical assistance during her husband's brief absence. Queen Camilla made cautious yet hopeful public statements, assuring everyone that King Charles was receiving excellent care. She emphasized that, despite the serious prognosis, his spirit remained strong and that he intended to continue working as much as his health permitted. The seriousness of the situation was reflected in the immediate reactions of other family members. Upon hearing the news, Prince Harry promptly traveled to London. Despite his complicated relationship with both his father and brother, the media extensively covered his visit, suggesting that the family's strained connections might be beginning to thaw. Many royal followers were hopeful for a meaningful reunion between Harry and his father. After the Queen's funeral, the media reacted strongly to the announcement of King Charles's diagnosis. Global news organizations reported on the situation with a mix of solemn reflection and urgent updates. Articles about the royal family's struggles, the king's cancer diagnosis, and the uncertain future of the monarchy filled newsstands and airwaves. The lack of specific information about the type of cancer raised concerns about the king's health and the monarchy's future. In response to the news, medical professionals and royal observers shared their insights. Meanwhile, the public showed immense support for the royal family. Many took to social media to express their condolences, and hashtags like Support King Charles and Royal Family Strong trended on Twitter. Even while dealing with personal challenges, King Charles stayed dedicated to his role, earning the admiration of many. Now, it's our time to show support for a king who has always been there for us, as a Facebook supporter reflected the widespread sense of unity. When news about King Charles' health issues surfaced, it made many reflect on his life and service. Several notable figures, including former Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, shared heartfelt messages thanking him for his contributions. The Prime Minister also sent their condolences, expressing thoughts and prayers for him and his family during this tough period. As public concern grew and media scrutiny intensified, Buckingham Palace took steps to control the flow of information. The public was kept informed about King Charles' health through regular updates, which emphasized his positive response to treatment and his continued involvement in personal matters. While the king would reduce his public appearances, the palace reassured everyone that he would remain deeply engaged in state affairs, such as reviewing documents and staying in contact with key government officials. So what will be the outcome of these events? Only time will tell what lies ahead for the royal family. However, the resilience and unity of the family became more evident as they faced these challenges together. This was clear in the public appearances of key members, including Prince William, Queen Camilla, and others. Beyond fulfilling their royal responsibilities, these moments reassured the people that the monarchy would remain steadfast no matter what. The rushed preparations for the coronation marked the beginning of a new, unexpected chapter in royal history. No one could have predicted the sudden twist of fate that would thrust the Prince of Wales into a position of immense power, unexpectedly facing the possibility of an early reign. At 41, Prince William had been carefully prepared for royal duties, but taking the throne wasn't yet in the plans. This sudden reality of being a king wasn't something anyone had expected. No amount of training can truly prepare someone for the responsibilities of the monarchy. Unlike other professions where education and experience matter, royalty is a role you're born into, often navigating many challenges along the way. Some might say it's a position you're pushed into, not one you choose. This is what makes recent developments with Prince William so captivating. He is now being called upon to step up and fill the role. While King Charles remains calm, managing his duties from home in his Turnbull and Usher robe, rumors have surfaced that Prince William might take a temporary turn on the throne to experience what it's like to be king. As the Easter break drew to a close, the royal family prepared to return to their responsibilities. After a 3-week vacation, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis were set to go back to school, and Prince William was expected to fully step into his royal duties, but this time, his role would be very different. It was already known that Princess Kate, the Princess of Wales, had been unwell, and it was also revealed that King Charles had to scale back his public appearances due to health concerns. Although King Charles continues to meet with the British Prime Minister and handle state matters from his residence, his involvement in public events has significantly decreased. William is now prepared to embrace the high-profile royal role that this situation has demanded. Public visibility is vital to the monarchy. A monarch can't just rule behind closed doors. People look to their king to make appearances and symbolize the continuity of the crown. That's why William's shift into this new role is so important for his eventual rise to the throne. It marks a pivotal moment. According to insiders, the staff and strategies William adopts now will likely carry into his reign as king, as this period is seen as a trial run. However, it's clear that William won't simply imitate his father's style of kingship. King Charles has set a remarkable example with his strong work ethic and his unique approach to accepting large charitable donations. William will bring his own approach to the role. While William is determined to carve out his own path, it's clear that health challenges have historically impacted the stability and duties of the royal family. Throughout history, the British monarchy has faced several health crises, testing both the public's trust and the royal family's resilience. Understanding the current health concerns of King Charles and Kate Middleton, as well as their potential impact on the line of succession, becomes clearer when viewed through this historical lens. The health of monarchs has always captured the nation's attention, often raising questions about the future and stability of the institution. So, what do you think? Will Prince William live up to his grandmother's legacy? Share your thoughts below. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it kept you interested. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe. Click here to catch the next video and stay updated on your favorite celebrity news. See you there.